On our camera, so watch our language. Hello, everybody, wherever you are or aren't.
They'll start coming, or do you have to send a notification?
Yeah, I guess I have to do that to remind everybody we're back. Oh, except they're not all on Twitter, so, and that's the only place to send it anyway, so.
I mean, it should go out as soon as you came up to our people.
I know, so I don't even know why I'm bothering.
Okay, Estelle's there. Melody's there. Hi, guys. Hi, Violet. His computer is haunted.
I'm having a problem with my computer. It probably needs big maintenance.
It may need some real. It's got some real issues. We don't know what it is. But
it just reboots all on its own, but it's never done it while we were live streaming. It reboots other times all on its own.
It's just constant. It's off and on throughout the day rebooting, and we can't figure out why. So we'll have to get our son maybe to take a look at it. We're not sure. It's a little bit of a... I've looked it up. It definitely can happen. I'm not sure if I'm qualified enough to go through the steps to fix it.
We were on Sherry, so let's finish up.
All right.
Pretty much...
Sherry, I hope you come back to hear this reading. Let's look at this again. You were talking about, when it went down, I think you were talking about the fact of possibly love and relationships not being good this month.
It just felt like it wasn't a good time to be... Social, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, and I would add to that, I didn't go there because I didn't feel it right away. But to be honest with you, Sherry, I can't ignore it either. So I would say to you that this month may not be ideal for romantic episodes, whether you're trying to get back, recommit with somebody, whether you're hoping for something good to happen. Everything just seems very off. And I would just say, take care of you. Make you the focus to the end of this month. It's not like, anything earth-shaking is happening. You just need some downtime. And for whatever reasons, maybe it's not seasonal affective disorder that's bringing you down. But, if you take care of yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, take care of it all, you'll get through this month just fine. And actually, you might even be ready for a better month in February.
And the funny thing is, and Sherry may or may not come back to this, but
Hi, Moonlight.
I sort of wanted to mention something about her car, because I just had this feeling like, are you thinking of buying a new car? Maybe there's like beginning of year sales, or do you need to do something about a car? It was just the thought that flashed over me. It has nothing to do with any of the cards I saw, though. So let's just move on.
And Sunny is either on my pen or I don't know where it is. There it is. So if we go down again, because we cannot predict this computer problem he's having, we will come back up live, We will try to finish off the show. All right.
Okay, so
I added Moonlight to the list, and we are on Melody now. Hi, Melody. I know you came back.
Thanks for coming back. So what was that question?
What's Saphir's present energy towards me?
Okay. Thank you, Melody. I'm using my Mermaid's Tarot for your question, Melody. Yeah, I see it, Melody.
So odd technical difficulties, and it's not even Mercury retrograde. He's just purring away. Little purr.
Card 1 is the Seven of Cups upright. So I think Saphir's energies, one, I guess I should lay them all out, right?
Yeah, go ahead, lay them all out. And let me get the Lenormand going here. I'm sorry.
The reverse Knight of Wands is the second card.
Okay.
And then the Star. And the Star kind of goes along with the Seven of Cups in this instance, because I think Saphir's present energies are sort of towards you, are sort of like he feels he's beholding something, that really brings some sense of a promise or inspiration. The Star itself is about inspiration, but that Seven of Cups sort of feels like, to me, and the traditional meaning is many things maybe are just sort of, impressing you. But I'm thinking this is just saying this is that feeling about you, very impressed, feeling like there's, something he could choose or be happy about.
We've probably tackled this question with you before, Melody, or something similar. And I don't know if it's always been positive. And I would just say here, I think Saphir is struggling with some things right now. That's the Knight of Wands reversed, correct?
Right.
I think he's struggling with a little bit as to how to move forward. I think, though, that he's thinking about his options right now. The Seven of Cups, right? That's cups. The Seven of Cups is all about options and dreams and visions for what he envisions in his life. So he's thinking about you. He's definitely thinking about you. But I just want to say, with his intentions towards you, that maybe he's hesitating moving forward because he's also, if not thinking about other people, he's thinking about other options and moves and directions in his life right now.
Well, to some degree, the Knight of Wands reverse could be saying that maybe he is not feeling brave or confident enough.
Oh, it's a new man. Okay.
I know, but I'm sure I've heard that name before. Anyway, not necessarily from you, maybe. There may be some sort of lack of bravery or confidence in how they do want to express themselves. They may be looking for what works.
I like that a little bit too. I think that he might move. The other thing about this card, I want to say this though, Melody, is that actually they may want to move aggressively. Once they decide what they want, which may take a little bit of time here, they may move aggressively. So you may want to pay attention to that. Don't let things move too fast if you're not prepared for that. But the Star is here. There is some, I think he feels very optimistic about, you or, possibly a relationship with you, a future with you. He might feel there's something there that clicks. And the reason I'm saying that is because of the Lenormand we got too here. I believe, again, this was the first card I got.
3 times in a row?
I know.
The
you
Ring.
Had it too. I don't know why it's coming up so much.
The Ring.
And?
The Stars.
Again.
So more stars. And of course the stars means pretty similar,
In a way they do. The Stars is about hope and optimism and feeling good. He's feeling good energy from you, I really think. And he's drawn to it. I think this commitment card is here is he's drawn to this. He feels like maybe there is something here. Maybe there is a destiny here. I think this is fairly positive,
It's
overall.
Positive. Saphir seems to have nuanced and balanced feelings. There may be some little bits of confidence, and then maybe the thing is that maybe he might also try to overcompensate too once he feels more assured. So but overall it looks like he has a good impression of you.
I think he has a good impression of you, and I feel here that he may have you said he's a personality, and see, that's making me wonder here when I see the Seven of Cups. He may have other people that, he's interested in out there as well, or that are interested in him. And so I can't rule out that he's looking at, a lot of this right now.
Yeah, especially if he's worldwide popular or very popular, like you're mentioning, that does sort of put that Seven of Cups into the idea that he may be feeling there are lots of possibilities for him, not just romantically, but in other ways.
So I would say this, Melody, keep hope alive on this one, you know.
Yeah.
See where it goes. See where it goes. When you've got the stars twice in a reading like this, I think there's hope here. There could be destiny here or some type of karma, even, dare I say it. So I wouldn't rule it out. Just be aware that, you know, if things start to move too fast, too soon, kind of, you know, watch that. And also, I don't know, I guess that's the only admonition I'd really have. I think this one you should really kind of see where it goes.
Right.
So good luck with that. And you're welcome.
You're welcome. And Divine Universe is up.
Hey, Divine. Good to see you.
And there's a question there. For Kush. Finished his training and looking for a job, low in energy currently. What is the time frame for him to find a job? Yes, okay. Good question. Good question.
All right.
Do you have your time frames?
Yeah, I don't have the new deck yet. I'm still working with that, but I have this one still. So I will get that. But also we need, oh, is it your you got the Lenormand too, so. I'm getting the time frame out for the, yeah. Let's see if we can figure out some other things going on here.
All right. So, just reminding again. Oh. Nope, it's not there. Where is it? There it is. There will be no live stream on Sunday. Something has come up and we're making other plans.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Something has come up. You afraid to say it? My
No,
wife
I'm
is
not.
a crazy football fan this year.
I'm going to make a triumphant return to some healthy practice.
Oh, bah. Okay. He's definitely going to duck out while I'm watching the game.
Yeah, I want to eat Chinese food or something.
All right. Wow. Oh, hi, Sandra. Thank you.
Sandra.
We call Sunny, one of our 3 cats, our TFT's unofficial therapy cat because he's always on
Yeah.
screen.
It's not therapeutic for the other cats that want to get up here because he tends to keep them away.
Yes, this is true. All right. So, first card for Divine here, very interesting, or for Kush, I should say, is the Ace of Pentacles upright, Divine.
That's a good omen.
That looks awfully good here. But, wow. You know how the tarot cards sometimes mirror exactly what you're talking about? Then we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, which is ironic. That's kind of a deja vu for me right now. That's actually going to be our card of the day for tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's Strength reversed.
Which is another 8.
Well, and it's interesting because, well, go on. I want to see what the Lenormand will bring to this too.
All right.
Let's see what you got.
So the clouds with the bright side clearly facing towards the tower.
Wow.
And of course, the tower in Lenormand is not the same as the tower in Tarot Divine. Just need to tell you that.
Yeah, if you can't stay for a reading, Sandra, we have you on the list and we'll be happy to answer that question. So you could always go back and watch the video if you can't stay. But we'll get to you. All right. Divine. You know, I think that something will come through for Kush. there's a new beginning here. There's definitely potentially job offers or, an ability to find a job, a new beginning, a fresh start, something that could grow into something bigger. But as you may have already indicated, Kush may be a little bit, I don't know if you want to say procrastinating or, maybe isn't, willing to dust up his resume like
low
you
in
say.
confidence.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He feels maybe a little bit, I don't want to say non-motivated, but maybe non-inspired to do, to do that and to make himself look better or work harder. But I think there's definitely hope for him out there. Maybe the thing is that he needs to just not feel too stressed or pushed about going forward. Well, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. That's reversed. Hold up. Let me take that back. He needs to get more aggressive in his approach to this because there are definitely opportunities waiting for him out there. And with strength reversed, it is talking about a more aggressive approach that's necessary.
I like that a lot. I was grappling with that one, but that's exactly what it means, Divine. I think there is a definite possibility opening up, maybe other ones too. Part of it seems to feel like, sometimes he doesn't take himself as seriously enough, or he doesn't have always a full sense of his self-esteem. But I believe that this says he would, be motivated to be a little bit more aggressive in his pursuits, or he could be. I agree.
100% more aggressive. It's necessary. And he needs to kind of focus more on where he sees himself, where he wants to be. The tower, is about a workplace or a corporation or an institution. The clouds, of course. I almost think, clarity is slowly going to come to him. Because the light clouds are facing the tower, he really needs to try to really go for a place that he feels good about, that he's more assured that will be a success for him.
I think these cards' meanings have kind of prepared us for that sense of the timing now, because that's true with these two cards here, is that he is looking at, or they are looking at him, or will be, this idea of a permanent good job, something that seems to be a reasonable, good institution to work for. And right now, it seems like that is starting to become more distinct in his own mind, even that maybe he's starting to realize where he can put his various pieces that he does have without necessarily having to tweak. He may find or be encouraged that part of his, search will say, no, dude, you got to get back and tweak that a little bit.
So now I see why I got this with that, because I was thinking that was upright and I was wrong about that. But it makes sense, because here we see a lack of inspiration, a lack of motivation. He just wants to, do things kind of in a, maybe, I don't want to say careless fashion, but a lackadaisical fashion. And so there's opportunities for growth. Let's see if we can look at a timing here now. Remember, if this says 5 years from now, I'm not going to go with that.
Right, even we don't believe that.
No. But let's see if we can get an idea of time frame here. All right. Well, and then I said 5 years, and what do I get? The exact opposite. No, not 5 minutes, but 5 days. Okay.
Divine, if he gets a job in 5 days, you better tell us.
Or at least interview.
Yeah.
But I would say there's a time frame here, and it is fairly soon. So, I'm going to hedge my bets on this one a little bit, but this says, if I put this together, it's from within 5 days from now to within the next 3 months. which seems
No, it says weeks.
Oh, weeks, 3 weeks, I'm sorry, which seems a little bit more reasonable to me, but I would hazard to say that it could be as long as a month. It could be as long as maybe 6 weeks. So I'm going to hedge a little bit on this. I don't feel it would be quite that soon. Unless, he really gets aggressive about it. If he does, I think things will materialize, and maybe this time frame is not that unrealistic.
Another way of looking at the reversed Eight of Pentacles may suggest that his stronger base instincts are to work alone, and that may mean that he doesn't get enough feedback sometimes to tell him he's doing the right thing, but it does show his sense of determination along with the Strength Reverse card.
Yeah, okay.
Just throwing that
Well,
out
so I wish Kush luck with that, and keep us posted. I'll be curious to see when they get employed. Good luck with that.
Good luck to your son.
Victoria.
Hi, Victoria.
Well, I'm glad you came today. You saw my DM, didn't you?
And if you see the stream right now, it says no live stream on Sunday.
And also for anybody, we had a weird computer glitch that may or may not happen again. If it happens again, we will come back and finish the show. But we just don't know. So we're playing it by ear here.
You're welcome, Divine, always.
And we'll be doing, you're very welcome, Divine.
Luck to all of your family.
Go Detroit Lions! I am so pumped.
So is it Kara is up? Is that it?
I believe yes.
All right.
Unless I got my list wrong, but nope, I see Violet's list. So Violet gets a day off unexpectedly. Sorry about that, Violet, but I wanted to give myself time to think about it. I kept thinking, when would we want to fit it in and reschedule it if we were going to reschedule it, and nothing just seemed to pan out well. So we decided we would cancel the show for this Sunday, and we will see what happens next week. If they win again, miraculously, we'll
just reschedule the time.
Well, we might just reschedule the time, or it's possible it'll be a night game, so we won't have anything to worry about in that case. So we'll just play it by ear and see what happens. But like the Lions in the playoffs, that's only going to happen once in a lifetime, apparently, so I'm in.
All right, so here's Kara's question. A dream of someone heard the song Don't Stop Believing from Journey. What do my guides say about this song? It's been 2 days. They say you need a different earwig. You need to listen to Karen Carpenter. We've only just begun.
Oh, that Journey song. Don't stop believing in yourself. Isn't it clear? Don't stop.
No, your guides think you need a more modern music base.
Oh, like you?
I don't listen to music.
Oh.
You know I don't.
It's true.
Okay, so are we doing this?
He doesn't have the music in him, but then he sings.
It's a mystery. It's a paradox. It's pretty sad.
At any rate.
Are we doing the three?
Yes, we'll do the
Okay,
three.
so what do your guides want to tell you about that thing in your head? It's the Knight of Coins upright. Yeah.
Well,
Slow
I think
motion.
I think what they're trying to tell you is believe that you can create growth in your life. Believe.
No, it's about the music.
What?
Okay, it's not.
What is?
It's not about the music. I'm being silly.
You're being silly.
Please.
It is about the music too, though. It's about the whole thing. What do the guides have to say about what's in her head? Well, what's in your head is trying to tell you to go for something, But also, this is telling you that, just because things move slower doesn't mean that you're not progressing. And as a matter of fact, the guides prefer that you take this step by step, your growth. In other words, don't stop believing in yourself if you think things are going too slow and may never happen for you. Your guides actually want you to pace yourself through, the steps that you are taking.
Well, it's like what the Knight stands for is, the planting the seeds, and you see him admiring the growth there, the planting the seeds. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow, because the seeds you planted yesterday are not here until tomorrow. Well, metaphorically at least. So why is this important? Ooh. Seven of Swords reversed. Maybe there's something... Well, maybe the guides feel you need your own dream and not dreams of others that you might have been thinking like, that's what I want to do. It might not be a bad thing, but maybe the guides think you have your own dream or vision, and it should not necessarily relate to others.
I'm so close to what he was saying. I was going to say that you need to not, your God, why is this important? Because they want you to believe in yourself and your own talents and your own abilities, and that you don't have to imitate others to be successful.
Bingo, nice.
You know? Yeah. So in a sense here, when you think about the Seven of Swords, and it's kind of that card of the thief and the knight, is he stealing people's ideas? Is he stealing people's, work? You don't have to do that. You are a creative being on your own, and your guides want you to recognize that in you. Okay, so where's this heading?
The reversed Page of Cups. So where it is heading is maybe a little bit of a downbeat, an idea that maybe you have a sort of sense of understanding that, you still haven't really found what you're looking for, to paraphrase another song. And that really, this mission is still going on to figure out what is true to you and not necessarily untrue to you. What is your true vision?
Well, I would need to know more about the role of this person in the dream, Kira. I'm not going to say they don't have anything to do with it. And what is that card again?
Page of Cups reversed.
The Page of Cups reversed. I mean, in a sense... The Page of Cups reversed is about the fact of, don't get down on yourself, for, I don't know. I'm having a problem with this one.
So she's wondering if there's a connection between the person in the dream and then what we're telling her.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm not really sure, because I really feel it's almost about the song. I almost feel like the song was the most important element here. But what I would say, too, is that if it is about a person... Well, first off, let me throw the Lenormand on this, because maybe, and maybe not, it might add to this.
Crossroad, journey, or quiet riot. No. Mice. Victoria, we talked to you about this.
Doggone it, Victoria. You're bringing the mice with you. All right. It's funny. We hadn't had the mice until you showed up. But anyway, just saying. So, it's a good question, Kara. I'm still debating what this page of... I guess with the Page of Cups reversed here, where is this heading? Is, the fact that maybe this dream shouldn't be taken totally at face value here. I'm thinking that maybe there is something that's a little bit fanciful about this dream, that, there might be just little bits and pieces of it that really will make some sense to you. But don't let your imagination get carried away with you. I think the most important things is your guides want you to know that, oh God, I can't what is that again?
The Knight.
The Knight of Cups.
Coins.
Coins. That you are very capable of creating, your own destiny, your own magic, your own music, so to speak. You're able to do things without having to copy or imitate others. Or, if that person was somebody that I would say here that it may be that they're going to reveal something to you that may make you, think about, your destiny and where you should be headed. I will say that. That's the only tie-in I see with the person. I will tell you this, though, that it seems as though there's little roadblocks towards taking that journey. To mention journey, there is, some little struggles here in grappling with all of this. Don't allow yourself to get too confused by the messages in this dream. I get the feeling this Page of Cups is here to kind of tell me that this dream may not be as important as it seems.
That's what I'm wondering.
Your imagination might have been working a little bit overtime here. And there are some takeaways for you, but it just may be part of your brain trying to jumpstart something and giving you the confidence to realize you should be believing more in yourself right now. Because otherwise, you're allowing little things to block you from moving forward. So, I don't know. It's a very muddled reading on this one.
It is, and maybe that's the mice. I don't know. But when the lights go down in the city, there you are.
He doesn't like music or songs anymore, but he will quote lyrics more than I will, I have to admit.
Because you don't know anything.
I just listen. And enjoy the music. Actually,
that is so special.
Some lyrics.
That is so special. Alrighty.
I'm sorry, Kara. I hope that helped somewhat or made you think about things a little bit here.
Maybe next time will be better.
Honestly, I just think that the guides are even confused by that dream. It just did not totally make sense to me.
Alright, so Sun Empress area is up.
Sun Empress Aries, what do you have for us today?
What do I need to look forward to for the rest of this
You're
month?
welcome, Kara. Sorry about that.
Any job offers, love, etc.
My eyes are suddenly bothering me. Goodness. Come on, feel the noise. Oh, man. See what you started?
It's your deck, isn't it?
It is. What's the question again?
Were you just looking at it?
I wasn't.
Okay.
I never found it, but that's me. There it is. What do I need to look forward to the rest of this month? Any job offers, love, etc. Let's see. It's an open question. Let's see how the cards handle that. So I was expressing earlier how my Material Matters show is going to be different. I just want to remind people, come and check it out on Sunday. And if you like the format, or even if you don't, I would appreciate some feedback.
And Nightbot may seem like it's drunkenly spamming, but the protocols are set up to display messages on how many lines are going on in the chat. So the more people talk in the chat, the more things Nightbot will drunkenly spam.
We're not trying to stop you from talking in the chat, but
we're just mentioning a cruel reality.
You'll have to deal with the Nightbot, that's all. All right, Sun Empress, you've got the Two of Wands upright.
Oh, I like this card. Two of Wands. Nice.
Huh, the Eight of Pentacles again.
Oh,
reversed.
Wow. Again.
Yeah.
Boy, that comes up too often.
Well, ironically, it also came up a bit in my Material Matters show. I filmed it today because I was testing the format.
Nightbot is a mouse, says Victoria.
And we have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Okay.
I guess a mouse isn't so bad.
What do you got?
Lanterman. We got an anchor. And more stars.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, I don't know if it's, I don't want to call it a lackluster month. It's not that so much as maybe you're just feeling a little non-motivated. You're feeling like, I don't know, you could take or leave work, you could take or leave looking for a job. You could take or leave, working on Chicago right now, moving. It just seems like there's a little bit of a lack of motivation to move things forward. But it may not be all bad, because really the Two of Wands is here saying that, you know the time is going to be right soon to make your move. It just may not seem like right now is that time. And so use this time to plan, strategize, and start really getting your ducks in a row.
Well, I'm going to switch over to the
I didn't get to
Lenormand.
that, but go ahead.
Because
I
I
got
think
something there.
that basically, no matter what this is going to say, you are rooted or stuck to your aspirations, or your positive nature is a constant with you. So I think the Two of Wands suggests that you are a good planner here, and that maybe this would be a good time for you to continue planning and to continue looking at yourself as already being successful, because you've already decided you're doing this and you're already putting all those steps into place, Sun Empress. So consider yourself successful. You are doing it. January, like we've been saying elsewhere, is just really a cold, despicable month that people feel they don't want to go outside or do anything. They just want to cuddle up with their hot tea or something. And so I sort of see that true, like what Banshee says, there's a little bit of a lack of motivation, or maybe you're just finding that the way your plans connect with the feelers you're putting out there, the work you're doing, they're the ones who are slow getting back to you. That could be going on too. And that could just be post-holiday malaise, moving into the new year. Things may pick up as either the month ends or as we move into the final next month. Now, the Nine of Pentacles,
No.
that one is maybe, did you want to step in on that one again?
Well, I didn't step in on it.
Right, I know. That's why I
So,
stopped here.
not again.
Step all over it.
Well, to put this in perspective here, I think there's more things happening, as far as you planning your next moves go, career or money-wise. That's what I think, because you were asking, about the focus for this month, and I'm not seeing love here. Let me put it to you that way. But what I am seeing is, you planning and strategizing your next moves, and maybe, holding off on any action. You're just maybe not feeling it's the right time, or you're just feeling non-motivated to go much further than the planning phase. But rest assured that you're really thinking about what more needs to be done, what more you can do to achieve your goals and to be where you want to be. This Nine of Pentacles reversed indicates somebody who is not satisfied, and I mean, and this in a way to me, I like to sometimes look at the Nine of Pentacles as being, sometimes it's unhealthy, but a lot of times it's healthy. You're not satisfied with where you are now, so you want to do something about that. And that leads similarly to what Mr. O is pointing out here with the stars and the anchor. You need to just focus on where you want to be, your destiny, where you see yourself going, and anchor yourself to that. Anchor yourself to working on that and planning and plotting it out. It's kind of interesting to have the stars and the Two of Wands here. And why do I say that? Because the Two of Wands to me is often about mapping out or following a strategy to your goal, to your destination, to your destiny. So I think that you should use this month constructively in that way and try to get out of the doldrums as far as doing any work involved with this is. Maybe there are some things you can do. For example, make phone calls, try to connect up with people, try to look at things, like about the move to Chicago that might help you find a place there, etc. Anchor yourself to your destiny and where you see yourself going this month. This month, do that. That's what I see. That's what I see right now for you. So good luck with that.
Boy, this computer.
Yeah, that Eight of Pentacles could be about that. Is it going down again?
No, something worse happened.
Okay.
I couldn't find my cursor, so I couldn't switch cameras.
Wow.
So I had to go and run and plug this in.
I don't know what's going on, but it's kind of worrisome. At any rate,
Tell me about it.
At any rate, this Eight of Pentacles could be about that. This idea that right now you're not inspired with the work with the workplace, the work you're doing right now. So that's continuing. You want more. You want something more in your life, and I think you're going to anchor yourself to doing that. And that's the best way to spend the month. Good luck with that.
If you are able to, you might be able to find newspapers for Chicago area through either a library service of some sort. You could start looking at employment ads in the classified ads, or trying to find out who are job agencies or rental agencies in Chicago area. Sometimes you can do that through the newspapers. They might have that information. Your library might be able to help you. Good luck.
Am I barely on camera now?
I don't know.
I'm half cut
Are you
off.
looking at the camera right now?
Yeah, but where's half of my body?
The half that you don't want to show usually?
I didn't know I didn't want to show that.
He must have moved it around when he jumps up here all the time.
It could be. I'm a little cut off today, but it's okay.
It didn't get better?
Oh, now it did. Well, I've got a slow screen.
Mm-hmm. In addition to...
Oh, you don't want me to talk about before the show, do you?
I'm feeling very tired. All of this technology crap is just wiping me out.
I don't blame you. Lena is up. Well, I'm glad to hear that, son. Thank you.
Hope so. All right. So the question? Oh, you don't have it.
Here.
Spirit reading for my finances for the next 6 months.
For my finances for the next 6 months. In finances, please. Okay. We had sandwiches for dinner. What kind of sandwich?
Some grilled cheese and meat thing.
And was it good?
It was really good. It was as good as the last of the spaghetti that you finished.
Well, I could have shared it with you had I known there was that much.
You were told.
Well, okay, whatever.
You were told.
Last at lunch you had told me I could finish it off because there was enough for me.
But
It
then
was
when I
more
went to
than
prepare it,
enough.
I showed you that I could give you just this amount, or did you want more? And you said, I want it all. You did.
I didn't see the whole picture.
That's what happens when you want
But
it all.
the sandwiches we had were fabulous. I make a great grilled cheese. More end of story.
Knight of Wands reversed.
Oh boy.
Knight of Coins reversed.
And this is just next 6 months.
5 of Coins upright. Well, I think maybe sometimes you ask the questions too often because we're always, looking at a same range of time for you on the same kind of questions. And sometimes it looks really good and sometimes it doesn't.
And right now it doesn't. And let's add this to the equation. Look what's back again.
Mice. Tower. Mice in the tower.
So right now, things don't look that great. I mean, if we're looking at a 6-month read here, the Knight of Wands indicates that there could be some bad news. There could be, well, no, the Knight of Wands isn't so much news, messenger. It's really, there could be some bad things, maneuvers happening with your workplace. I don't want to say it's a layoff, but it could possibly be, is that the King of Cups? No, it's not.
No, they're both
two
knights.
knights. So it could have something to do with financial well-being of the place you work at. Because look at that, the 5 of Pentacles too. I wonder if they're having a financial downturn. I don't know if that's possible, Lena. So I'm just throwing that out there, and it could affect you in some way. I don't know if it's going to be a layoff or anything, but it doesn't look good. It could affect your finances in some way. It could be less money coming in.
These could be more personal to you and less about the company or the situation you work in, but that your personal sense of finances are really being battered, and maybe some of that is because of concerns that you have with other situations. Maybe there's ill health with people in your family, or maybe there are other areas where you need to apply monetary assistance to. A lot of this looks like you are possibly moving away, though, from a job you don't like, maybe moving towards something else. It just seems like, according to this read for the next 6 months, some things are not very stable, and that you have mice in your tower, so you have sort of things that annoy you in your workplace or in institutions that you're, express yourself in.
Well, there's stress. There's stress in the workplace and worries. The mice can be about little things, though. I would say this, Lena, that whatever you're experiencing here, it's not going to encompass the entire 6 months. I really think it's going to be for a short period of time. Like sometimes some people, at least in our country, people get temporarily laid off from the jobs and then they come back later, and are rehired or put back to work, when conditions improve. So it could be something like that. Or it could be just something where whatever stresses are happening here, like if there's some shortage with the company and they have to take away some benefits or some money, it may be short term. And so I really don't think it's going to be the entire 6-month period, and that this is coming up for a reason, that it's going to be a part of the 6 months. I think we're focusing on one specific episode, in this 6-month period.
Remember, too, that nights are often things that are either coming or
Right.
going, so it's always going to move at some point.
Exactly. And that's why I think it's transitory. And it's not like you're going to be spending the next 6 months in financial limbo, but this is going to be an occurrence you're going to face sometime in these next 6 months. So good luck with that.
All right. And Estelle has asked, what is my sister's boyfriend, Asmat's impression of me? What does he think about me as a person? I think he is jealous of my sister. So I don't know if I understand that. What is he jealous of your sister about? Because your sister has you as a sister? I'm not sure if I understand that.
Well, she just wants to know the impression of her, and I'll go with that. So we'll try that. My deck.
Your deck.
Sonny, you're going to fall off, Trying to take up all my space so I can't shuffle is putting you in a precarious spot.
Nothing is working tonight.
Sorry, anybody who's new joining us. We're having a kind of crazy night here.
It's a semi-meltdown. Oh, great.
Now what?
I can't believe... Nothing. Just nothing.
Oh. Okay. Oops. Okay, the Four of Swords is upright. The Empress is reversed. The Six of Pentacles is upright. Well, that's an interesting read here, I think. But I'd love to see the Lenormand too, yeah.
See the birds and the ship.
Well, I'm not sure about that. But the three cards are kind of telling an interesting story here. Asmat wonders if you need to take, I don't know, his impressions of you are that maybe he feels you need to take care of yourself more, that you need to look out for yourself more. I don't know if maybe he's concerned about you in some way. We have the Four of Blades here, which indicates like rest and recovery, Are you? What kind of impression are you getting from these two in particular?
Well, combining them makes it feel like they feel, you're more fragile than your sister, or that you need more care than your sister, or you need someone to care for you.
I like that. Yeah.
That may be the impression. In other words, it could be, culturally specific. He feels that maybe you should have someone with you to take care of you.
The only other thing I can think of here, Asel, is that on a more negative thing would be that maybe he feels that you need to care for your sister more. Maybe that's it, or maybe
There's the final clue there. The
Well, maybe. Because
reciprocal.
Yeah. Well, I know. I'm trying to grok all of this together again. There's some confusion to me here, but I kind of feel like maybe that might be what's going on. Is he feels you need to care for your sister more, and maybe also he wants, reciprocity. Is he concerned about maybe? The what? Oh my God. that's almost making sense here, Estelle. Wow, you almost gave me exactly what I needed here, because there is something here. Maybe he's worried about how close you two are to each other, and that she's not, and she's not paying enough attention to him. And here, the Six of Stones indicates to me he's looking for more of an even exchange here. Or, kind of a give and take, that he feels he might be, he's looking for fairness, or what he thinks is fairness. It may not be the reality. I mean, it may not be that you guys are just ignoring him, or that, your sister's ignoring him for you. But some men sometimes do that. They get jealous. They get jealous of relationships that sisters have with one another, or close friends have with one another. And when I say that, I'm not being fair here. It's not just men. It's people in a romantic relationship. Whether it's two men, two women, or a man and a woman. It can be the same kind of thing. There can be that little bit of, well, why are they spending so much time together and leaving me out?
Well, there's all kinds of variations, because both of us have had fair weather friends. The friend only likes us when they're not in a romance of their own. When they're in a romance of their own, then they ignore us because they have someone else.
Yeah.
So is that what Asmat wants, is to be able to ignore you because he should just have everything over your sister, and that you should not necessarily have a relationship? I'm not saying that, but it's a question. I'm more concerned with the idea of what these two cards mean, the ship and the birds.
Well, Estelle brought up the move, that they moved together to the capital, so I wonder if the ship isn't about the move and how it's affecting Asmat and your sister's abilities to communicate with one another, or to be close to one another in some way.
That because you travel together, you move together, that maybe they feel they can't exactly get communication-wise what they want.
That could be what's going on here. But also, this could be about maybe Azamat trying to make a move to communicate his feelings more about this.
Victoria has an interesting idea.
I saw that.
About the salamander. I just think it's slimy.
Where's the salamander? Oh, yes. Okay. Well, I can't even remember. Do they morph into something new? I guess they do, but I'm not sure.
I don't remember.
Beats me. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to Google it.
Amphibious. So the overall bottom idea is that maybe he views you as somebody who has a sincere relationship with his sister, but maybe he's confused exactly where he fits in with that. Maybe he feels like he needs to be more important to your sister than your sister and you feel about each other, maybe.
Well, I wish you luck with that. I don't see any. Let me just put it to you this way, Estelle. I don't see any real super red flags here. No. I think this is something that can just be worked out over time. So,
getting used to each other.
He'll get used to the, I think Ozma will get used to the new normal and, start feeling better about it. So good luck with that, though.
And at last, we're on Moonlight, who I believe has joined us new tonight. Hi,
Moonlight sounds familiar to me, like they have been here before, but it may have been a while.
All right, so Moonlight has a question.
Or it was another person named Moonlight.
Will I get the support help I need for my health issue? Okay.
Help I need for your health issue. Okay.
Thanks, Violet. Should I do this a yes or no, or just 3 straight?
I think we should look at the 3 cards.
Okay.
We could maybe do a yes/no if we need clarification on this one. We take health issues questions seriously, but remember, we are not medical doctors. We're just tarot readers, so We'll see what kind of advice the cards have for you.
And Victoria, you have external gills and lungs.
Victoria, I'm not responsible for anything he says tonight. Or
right.
any night or day, for that matter.
Nerd girl. Okay, let me look at your question again.
You know, I think I'm starting to feel the weather here. It's been, again, kind of gray and gloomy and snowy part of the day, and it's going to be that way tomorrow, too, as we get up. I think it's getting to me. I can feel kind of groggy, which is surprising at this time of night. I don't usually feel groggy.
So the first card is the Eight of Cups, but it's reversed. And then following the train, it's the Three of Cups reversed. And finally, the Lovers reversed. So this is a little serious, especially considering your question. Will I get the support or help I need for my health issue?
Well, thank goodness for that. Okay.
Stars and the card that most likely depicts you.
Yeah, we'll use this as a significator, whether man or woman, when the lady or the gentleman comes up. But to this point here, it does seem like, for some reason, I don't know what I want to start with. What is that again?
The Lovers.
The Lovers reversed. You're wondering if you're going to get the health support that you need. Well, it's going to not be easy. I feel here there's a sense of having a hard time getting people together to be your support team. Whether you're talking about friends, family, or whether you're talking about the right healthcare providers. And not knowing your health issue, and I don't need the details, it's okay. I have a real, strange ailment myself. So, depending on what it is, if it's something unusual or unique, it could be presenting some problems in that regard. I feel here, too, that with the Lovers reversed, you're going to have a hard time choosing. And maybe the reason it's hard to get a team together is you're really having a hard time figuring out what is the right way to go. And I know when you're struggling with a health issue, that can be very, very tricky. It's almost as if you may want, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I almost feel like you may want to revisit some health provider or caregiver you may have had in the past. I'm not sure why, or get a recommendation from them for somebody who might help you. But when I saw that card, because the Eight of Cups is about moving to something higher, but when it's reversed, it's about going back or not moving forward, which makes me think, do you need to revisit something? Do you need to revisit maybe health practitioner or providers that you used in the past? I'm just throwing that out there.
I also get a similar feeling with that maybe this is just saying too, not that you can't move forward, but that there is some sort of information that either you did know or that you knew from something behind you that might be helpful in some regard. And I think that what the Three of Cups reversed means to me is not so much that other people aren't there for you, that could be, but it's mostly saying you're the one doing this for yourself, that you don't see yourself having the support. And of course, we're not exactly seeing where that may be coming through here. To me, with the Lovers reversed, this could be the idea too that there are other options for you. So maybe it does mean other people to help you look at choices to make in terms of that there may be more than one kind of treatment or support that you need. And so maybe for some reason I get the feeling it adds to the confusion about where support comes from, because maybe there's too much variation here in what you can do rather than it being more defined. It may have some random elements to it.
just be wary, and do your research, do your due diligence. That's why if there's some healthcare provider that you trust, from your past, see if you can't get them to recommend somebody to you. I feel here too, on the plus side, the Lenormand is really indicating to me that there is hope. There is hope you will straighten this out ultimately, and that you could be on the road to some healing modalities or things that can help you cope with it if it's a chronic health condition, like I have. So don't give up. Don't give up on the search. Investigate past roots. And I like what Mr. O said about doing a lot of things on your own here. If you do searches online and different things, you might be able to find support groups and things that might be able to help you also in your search for good care and a good support team. That's the best I can tell you right now.
Good luck.
I wish you luck with that. And maybe you want to come back and ask, further as things start to develop here.
That would be good.
So good luck with that. I hope this made sense for you. All right.
Thanks, Moonlight.
And we are on Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Thank you for waiting. Sagittarius.
We hope you do, Moonlight. Thank you.
That's all you can do. I have a rather rare cancer, and I know what it's like trying to find the right care of people. So, good luck to you. All right. So, Sandra, all right, let's see what we have for you. Oh, that's right. It's the England move. Please advise. Okay. My deck, right?
Is that November 21st or December 21st? Just curious.
You're a cuspy then, right? Or close?
Well, let her tell me which month. Because there's...
Sure.
No, you don't.
I do.
I'm related to somebody who was born on either one of those days. Oh, you knew that?
Mm-hmm. Did I just say it?
No, I thought you were talking about the cusp on either side of it. You're welcome, thank you. Well, I won't wait any longer, but my mother was born on November 21st. But she always considered herself a Scorpio.
Did she?
Yes, she did. You know she did.
That's so interesting. Yeah, I know. And, when I think about it, I never thought about the fact that she's probably more Sag than Scorpio.
Well, she's definitely cuspy.
Yeah.
But people who are born on December 21st rarely think of themselves as Capricorn. They almost always think of themselves as Sagittarius.
All right, let's see if this move to England has any bumps in the road or what you need to consider.
Is it basically should they?
No, it just says just please advise.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
planning to move to England, please advise. Wow, we got the Three of Pentacles here. That's very nice. We also have, interesting. Six of Cups, upright.
At last, a deck with upright cards.
Yeah, all of them. And this, Eight of Wands, upright.
Oh, I love that one. Look at that.
A little bit of an esoteric deck, but I really like it.
The stars
abstract.
is our first card.
Wow, what's with the stars today?
And the birds.
Thank goodness it's not all mice. All right. Wow. Well, this is very interesting, Sandra. I think one of the things you have to consider here is that are you moving on your own? There's nobody going with you, right? Or are you, is it a family you're moving with? It's the Three of Pentacles here, and usually that's people involved. But also, could this be about a career or job? I think here the Three of Pentacles is about working with others somehow to make this a reality for yourself, if that makes sense to you, or making sure that you you have a plan in place, for work once you're there. What do you see?
I feel that it is collaborative one way or the other, that even if this isn't about you and others moving together to England, this is about a plan that needs to have somebody else involved in it, whether it's, one other person or a couple people. And I feel that you have to take the lead on it, but those other resources, skills, whatever those are, you will need them, and you'll be able to use them if you can kind of pull it together.
That's nice. That's nice. I can see that. The Six of Cups, it's interesting to me, getting this card here.
Do you have a past connection with over there?
It's funny you say that, because I was just thinking, is this like about a past life or something there? I almost feel like there's something that connects you to England in some way.
Or maybe you have family already there or something.
Or maybe you have visited there in the past and you realized it was your dream to finally move there. There's something about memories, and, that immediately connected me to a past life possible experience there. It's almost as if like maybe you have been there before. And it's all good. I mean, whatever the case may be, you're either going to build some great memories there. Am I right?
She used to live there.
Ah, that's it. And that's in a way, very integral here with your, with your going back, the good things you felt about living there. And ultimately here, the Eight of Wands is indicating movement. You are definitely moving, okay? You're definitely moving. Your energy and all of that is being put there. And I feel that, it's interesting we have the birds and the Eight of Wands, because the birds in the Lenormand is about communication, and the Eight of Wands can also be about connecting with others and communicating. So I don't know if you have old friends or family there that you're also going to connect up with, but, I think, and maybe that's also where this Three of Pentacles comes in. It's almost as if you're going to have people there that will help you make this transition a lot smoother.
A foundation of some sort.
Yeah. And the birds and the stars here indicate to me that you're going to make some really important connections there. Some really deep connections there. And I think the future looks really, really optimistic for moving there and being there.
It's really exciting, and I like what you're saying there. We know a couple of Sagittarians, and one in particular sounds like you, just full on, When I look at the Eight of Wands, it's the only one I didn't really comment on yet. I get the feeling what this card could be saying is that you already know your target, like where you're going or how you're doing it, or you will soon, or you'll realize it's very important for you to really target exactly how you get there, or where you're going, or what you're going to do once you get there. So that's a big part of that is the sense of really knowing this, where you're going. And I agree with Banshee over here, the stars and the birds. The birds are communicators of sorts. They could just be spirit communications. They could just be people writing to you. It could be a lot of things, but it's all saying once you start stretching this out to your other friends or family, everybody's saying like, oh, this is so great. The stars, this is so great. So it just feels like something that would really get a lot of people's, behind you.
If you're looking for a bright new beginning, I think it's there. I really do. I think that memories or a sense of good feeling about life there is drawing you back there. I feel that you will connect with people there, people that will help you settle in, people that will help you make you feel comfortable. If there's really any old connections or ties there that you have to rely on, I think they're going to be there for you, and you're going to hook back up with them. So it all looks really, really positive at this time. So I wish you a lot of luck with that. Woohoo!
And thank you for the feedback. I love hearing that feedback. Appreciate it.
It is scary making a major move like that. I'm sure. I've never made a major move like that. I've lived in Michigan all of my life. We've moved around a little bit, but we've stayed pretty close to where we were born pretty much. So I can imagine.
Let's add Preeti and consider that the last
Yes,
one.
Preeti will be last. Thanks, Violet.
Hi, Preeti. And you're welcome, Sandra. Hope to see you again.
Yeah,
good luck.
Very welcome. Just a reminder to everybody who's still here, we will not be doing a live show on Sunday. No live show. Go Detroit Lions. I'll be watching the game from home because I can't afford an expensive playoff ticket. They're going for mucho big bucks. And I'm sure that they're sold out by now.
You need a bigger sugar daddy than me for that.
I need a bigger lotto win than I've been able to get for that. But anyway, they literally said today, aside from the exorbitant ticket costs, just for parking, for everything else, the food cost and that, you should factor in an extra $700 or $800. It's like, really? Okay.
I love your question, Victoria. New Paracon next weekend. Bigger than any of the ones I've done before. Any chance of me actually finding a potential future male snuggle bunny, a keeper? Will you accept a mouse?
No. Oh. Do you take this mice to be your new boyfriend? Boyfriends?
Okay, Victoria, I'm going to let you pick. I have the Mermaid's Tarot, which I do like to use for relationships, but I also have the Tarot of the Princesses. So which is it?
You're using your mouse? You're not at this time, but guess what's happening?
Something was happening?
Yeah, before you even touch that mouse. I have to get out for a minute.
We're having so many problems here. Yeah, it disappeared.
Now my computer's haunted. Thank you. I think we have a...
I found my mouse again. I didn't find Victoria's mouse, though.
All right, let me just get this back up. In a minute. I'm going to let it sit off for a minute.
The Princess, I knew you would pick that. I just knew you would.
All right, so the question is, will she find somebody there pretty much? Is that it?
A snuggle.
Or how it will go?
Snuggle bunny.
A snuggle bunny.
Off with the mice's head. Enough. No, the only mouse here is this one that's not working properly. Okay, let's not keep you waiting.
I'm getting back on.
Oh, I gotta shuffle again.
There we go.
Something has happened. I don't know what. Goodness, I sound like that old friend of ours.
Well, Victoria.
The one that died with bad lung stuff.
Interesting Lenormand for this question. No mice. No mice.
No mice here. So it is the Queen of Wands, but she's reversed. Could that be a king then? I don't know. Probably not. The Empress is reversed.
They're all reversed.
The Seven of Swords is reversed. I have failed you. I'm sorry.
Especially when I get this and I had so many nice things to say. Now I don't know.
It's the Rider. And the flowers.
Why do you mess things up with all these reversals all the time?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Well, Victoria, one thing, you got the Queen of Wands here. You want to find a snuggle bunny? I can't imagine you're like this, but don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't hide in a corner. Get out there and strut your stuff.
Queen of Wands could be a hot, blonde, or lighter-haired lady.
So, I'm hoping, how you said something, I don't know if you said this in the DM, something about making yourself sick. The Empress is reversed here. So it's almost as if you're not feeling it at this event for some reason. Maybe you're not feeling good. Are you feeling under the weather? Or you're not optimally, at your best at this event? Which is also why the Queen of Wands may be reversed here, You just may not be feeling up to snuff.
It could be. It could be that. I mean, when the Empress is reversed, mostly it talks about our need to take care of ourselves, or it could also be about, sort of going into yourself too. So it could be an accentuation of feeling shy. And I'm thinking you're feeling shy because maybe you're just not feeling you can rise to the occasion of that really handsome snuggle bunny that's going to walk up to you or near you.
Wow, I love the way he's spinning it. Now, what about that Seven of Swords then?
You're sick now. I'm sick now. Oh, but I have a cold.
I'm better, actually. I've been doing better.
I've gotten better. So it's the Seven of Swords reversed.
Oh, by the way, he did a COVID test. No COVID.
No COVID.
So we're pretty sure that's not what's going on.
Just the cold.
Yeah. The Seven of Swords reversed here. So what did you say about that? Well, I would say this. No hanky-panky. No stealing anybody else's snuggle bunny here, because the truth will come out and it will come back to bite you.
Well, I'm wondering
okay, I'm being a little facetious here, but go on.
This mostly indicates that this may not be that kind of occasion where you're going to find somebody you're going to click with. I sort of think it's that. I sort of feel like it's going to just look like people really trying to gain position in other matters because it's Paracon, so everybody wants somebody to offer a book deal or whatever. I don't know,
I'm going to take a little bit of a different spin on this whole thing. If you really want to meet Snuggle Bunny Boy, you're going to have to really show yourself, like I said, get out there, really be social, really be amazing. Don't just cling to the walls. Don't sit in the shadows. And feel better about yourself. Feel more positive that you can draw this to you. Because with the Empress reversed, she's not feeling very good right now. As a matter of fact, don't dwell on the scarcity angle of not having anybody. Go for, I deserve love in my life. And ultimately here, you really just got to stand up and show people who you are. Be the authentic you. Show people who you are. This is no time. Like when the Seven of Swords is upright, it's a time to hold back, But when it's reversed, it's a time to show people what you got, who you are, why they should snuggle up next to you.
And you're willing to stab someone if they get in your way.
Ignore him. And then, with the Lenormand, what happened to the other? Oh, with the Lenormand, I don't know. I have a feeling here that somebody might give you some attention because you have the flowers here and you have the rider. The rider is movement or a message, a messenger, and this could be a gift or something that brings you joy. And so I feel here maybe somebody is going to offer you some compliments, act very nice towards you, and, pay a little bit of attention to you. So keep your eyes open and don't be shy.
I'm blushing, Kara.
I'm just saying there are some things stacked against you here, but it seems like it's more on you. You can make this work. You just have to be who you are. And I think you will attract what you're looking for.
Apparently it went right over her head. But anyways, there's a rose in a distant garden. Love the one you're with. Do, 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 do. Love the one you're with.
I'm not going to comment on his singing anymore.
I thought Carol was awesomely funny.
Okay.
Thank you, Victoria. Jano, will I end up moving this year?
Ah,
Your cards. Yes, you are a Rennie too. You're welcome, of course. I'm thinking that first card was the clue, though, Victoria. Make sure one of those times you're there, wear red. Because that lady had a red cape, and I thought, yeah, that's the Queen of Wands, yeah.
Lady in red.
Lady in red.
Oh, that was... Well, I'm not supposed to talk about his singing, but... Oh, dear. This night seems longer than normal. Are we in overtime yet? Almost.
She's wearing a red cape now. You rock, Victoria. You rock. Oh, wait, it's a blanket.
That's okay. That counts.
Now you're a warm rock.
God, we really are on point tonight somehow. How did this happen?
I'm getting delirious.
Oh, my goodness. He is cracking up. It's okay. You don't have to deal with him 24/7.
Here's the part where I turn off the mic and her camera.
All right. Gino moved this year. Let's look at the 3-card outlook. I'm not going to do a yes/no on this one. I could have.
Wow.
All right. Well, we have the World, number 21.
It's pretty.
We have the Chariot upright.
Oh.
Come to me for the upright cards, by the way. Whoops, except for this one. I spoke too soon. It's the Ace of Cups reversed.
Oh, dear.
That's okay.
Well, this is interesting because they're the exact cards from last time.
What?
The Rider and the Flowers.
But the Rider's about movement, and to get the Rider in the same reading with the Chariot,
I know. So I think it's pretty clear
You're
you are
moving.
moving.
You're moving.
Whether you totally like it or will have to grow into it is another question.
Well,
In the beginning of it, it may feel like, you're not as comfortable as you want, the Ace of Cups reversed. But it may take a little time, but I think you will totally acclimate to it.
the World says finish what you started, because you're on the way to completing something. You're on the way to stepping, in a way, this reminds me of my Oracle of Portals, the World. The World is all about completing a cycle and starting anew, Jano. So what better signs for a move could there be than that? You're finishing up the cycle of where you are to move to some new place and, a new chapter in your life. And the Chariot here is all about movement. So, hey, start packing, or start getting your ducks in a row. Start moving on this, because if that is your desire, maybe you don't want to move and I'm misreading this, but if that is your desire to move, it's going to happen. Now, the Ace of Cups is here, and it's true that it's reversed, so I would suggest to you that the beginning is going to be, a little bit stressful for you emotionally. Maybe you're sad about leaving something behind that you've had to let go of. Maybe you're a little bit anxious and stressed out about what faces you moving forward. So, moves have a lot of mixed emotions about them. So I'm not so worried about that. It could also indicate maybe some emotional upheavals due to some things that maybe didn't go right. If you're moving into an apartment, you didn't get the keys on time, or just little things that might go wrong that get to be a little upsetting. But I don't see anything major here, because also you have the Flowers and the Rider. And the flower indicates that this move that you're going to make ultimately is going to bring you great joy.
They're trolling me.
I want to finish the reading for Jay. No. It says it's going to bring you some really great joy. Did I troll you?
No, but I want to sing Total Eclipse of the Heart. Turn around, bright eyes.
So did you cover the Lenormand for
No,
Jay?
I didn't cover any of this. Not
Yeah,
really.
you
I mean,
did.
I did a sort of thing.
You
there.
did.
But I think the Chariot really says this is mostly about your will to do this. I mean, maybe there's a lot of things that will aid and move you, but it's really about you understanding, you putting yourself in a better world by doing it, and you really are bringing it, in a way, the whole idea of the Chariot, bringing all your forces that you can pull together. So then when I look at the Lenormand, of course, it's totally true. The Rider is another kind of proxy for the Chariot. And like we said before, the flowers is about joy, about gifts. Maybe this is a gift to yourself to accomplish this move. And it is going to happen.
So according to the cards, it does look like you're moving this year. So I hope that's what you want. And I wish you a lot of luck with it. It looks like it's going to be overall really good for you. So good luck with that. And Mary the Aries is up. Mary, are you still with us?
I thought we got a question, though.
The third card is watering the flowers.
That's true.
Well, I can't grow anything. I just killed some bamboo I had. It died finally. How do I do it? I don't know. Nothing grows here for me plant-wise. So I really should not bring a plant into this house. Cut flowers, because they're meant to pass away at some point. But plants, I'm just not good with.
Was she back since we rebooted? I don't remember. I think she did come in the second phase.
Oh, she didn't leave a question. I almost thought she did, but I don't remember seeing it, so... Oh, well.
Okay, I think we'll move on to Preeti.
That's too bad that Mary missed, because we will not be here on Sunday. All right, let's move on to Preeti then. Yeah, basically. Silk flowers, astroturf. That's why I live in a condo. So I don't have to worry about that.
When will I get stability and happiness in my life? Is it my deck?
Yep.
Okay. I'll use my star spinner again.
The Sufi Tarot is such a pretty deck. I'm really glad I got that one.
I'm sorry, Sayama, but we're closed. We're on our last two readings.
Oh, Siama, we're closed. And unfortunately, just to let you know, we won't be here on Sunday. We'll be here for happy hour just for the positive message. But we're taking Sunday off this week. So we're sorry. We're sorry you missed out. But we'll be here next week, Thursday. All right.
Preeti, when will I get stability and happiness in my life?
And that's a when?
Yes, it is a when.
Well, I have my question deck somewhere here. I just put them aside. Maybe I'll bring them out for that.
And it's the King of Coins. Big old bunny. But he is the king.
There's that snuggle bunny Victoria was looking for.
You two got to get together. No. And then the Chariot is reversed this time. And then there's a Queen upright, the Queen of Swords. So this may not tell us the when, but this does say that there is stability and control in your life. The King of Coins is really...
Or will be.
Or will be. There is a manager. The King of Coins is somebody who knows how to manage his finances or anything that falls under the domain of material matters. So if it's about stability in your home, you know, feeling like your home feels safe to you, it has what it needs, it's not, you know, something you feel risky about, you know, the electricity is not vital or something like that. The Queen of Swords, on the other hand, talks about a decisiveness and an ability to weigh matters and come up with a good solution, a good choice for them. I'm going to stop here.
Well, you're asking when you will achieve stability and success in your life. I can't give you a date on that, or happiness. I can't give you a date here, but we'll look at the other cards for that. What I would say to you, there's something here that's blocking you. You know, did you say that's, excuse me, that's the Chariot, right?
Reversed.
The Chariot reversed. So, I feel as though, you know, you might be getting in your own way of that. It's pretty clear. You know, with the Chariot in reversed here, you have to have the will, the motivation, the determination that you want stability and happiness in your life. You know, that you are not just a victim of circumstances, that you have control over the circumstances in your life. And right here is that potential to achieve that. With the Queen of Swords here, Preeti, this is saying, you know, if you make the right moves, you make the right decisions, you know, you can achieve that stability that you're seeking. Or, you know, maybe it's saying that, you know, it's not that far off from you now. You might be really at that point now, but you just don't have the motivation to do anything with it. I don't know if that makes sense.
It could be motivation. It could also be just belief in yourself too. The
Yes.
chariot, when it's upright, is somebody who really feels they can just pick up those reins and just move it along. When it's reversed, you may be not feeling confident in that, and so this could
and
be,
then you can control things in your life.
so this could be the factor in the when of the question is when does it happen? It happens when you really realize you are the one who's directing your life.
Exactly.
Because you are doing it.
Because this says you're very capable of doing it. You know, you're very capable of taking command and leadership and organizing your life in such a way that you can have the stability and happiness that you're seeking. But something, you know, is sapping you of the motivation or the determination and the will to apply your talents and skills that way. Let's see what the Lenormand has to add to this before I move on to the other deck. Well,
The Sun and the Ship. So you are moving towards this. Oh my God.
my God, did you see that?
No, because the camera wasn't on the
Camera
table.
wasn't on. He just leapt like
He flew through
he
the air.
flew.
It was
He
like
flew.
watching the ET shadow over the moon, you know, I was like, woo.
Oh my gosh. Everybody would have marveled at that if the camera was right.
Nobody got to see it.
Well, Preeti, the Sun and the Ship, it's very clear that... Was the Sun first? Did I give you that
Yes,
first?
the Sun was first.
You can... You are moving towards success, or success is moving towards you. I hate to say it that way, in a way, because, you know, if you're waiting for something to happen to change your life, nothing's going to happen. That Chariot reverse, that's what's going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. You have to move yourself towards the happiness and, you know, the stability that you seek. How do you get there? However it takes to get there. If you need counseling or guidance, career or personal counseling, seek it out. If you need something because maybe you're not feeling well, then seek out medical care. If you just need friends and you need more people around your life to make you feel better, move towards that. You're the one who's going to have to be the one who creates this vibe. It's got to come from you. Now, let's see if we can look at this in a little bit more depth time-wise here.
And
because it will require some work on your part.
But Preeti, I totally feel that what Banshee said is correct, and that also, it is the ship and the sun. It is really about moving towards that. So the question when may not be as important as the fact of knowing that it is going to happen.
I think it is going to happen if you're not feeling it, and if you have the will and the determination to make it, to do your part to make it happen. Sure, circumstances can get in the way in our life, but we have some control here, and we have to start exerting it. And so, I'm just saying, it looks like you could move towards some success and happiness here. I'm having problems shuffling. I wish I had my table. Oh, 2 purple cards. Okay. Wow, look at the first card.
You have to remain consistently positive. Once that happens, within 2 months.
And then this is again like the other one, time frame within a few days. I think what this is saying to me, Preeti, is you could do this. You can have this anytime, but you're going to have to really, believe in yourself, trust that you can make it happen, and remain positive. When we fall into, 5 of Pentacles kind of thinking, this thinking that there is lack in our lives, where things are hopeless, we can't find a way out of our difficulties, we keep bringing that and attracting that to us. If you start thinking more positively, as if you already have what you want and desire in your life, you will start attracting that vibe to you. You may not get exactly what you desire, but you will get what you need. And so I think here you should just keep the faith. Keep believing in yourself, and you can make things happen.
The balance of the cards is very positive, so
yeah.
I think you should reflect on it and realize that you can do this.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
All right.
And we are on
Violet Lotus.
Violet Lotus. No, wait. Yeah, we did J-Nose. Violet Lotus.
Yes. I need a cough drop.
Hey, you're welcome, Preeti. Good luck.
Good luck.
I already took my blood pressure pill. I've got a reminder on the screen to take my nighttime blood pressure pill. I already did it. I decided to do it before the show. I need Tom Cruise. No, you don't.
No one needs that.
No. You can do better than that.
We're not Tom Cruise fans.
Yeah, I'm not.
All right, so Violet has a question.
He gives out coconut cakes every year?
Well, I need him for that. That's it.
Okay, I'll take that from him, but, not much else to see there. I don't know. All right, Violet, what do you got?
Okay, the underlying hurt that needs healing, which is the root cause of the lack. Okay.
might not have gotten it, but let's see what our cards have to say on it. Let's see. What do I want to use? I want to go back to my star spinner. Not star spinner. I'm sorry. I need the Mind's Eye, which was a great purchase for me. Thank you. All right. One more. Okay.
You just have so much going on, with LB and DH and everything else.
Is the Five of Cups upright? The Knight of Pentacles is upright. The King of Swords is reversed. What you got?
The Sith.
Wow. Okay.
And the Moon.
It's cutting towards the moon?
It is. Seems to be.
All right, just want to underlying hurt. It's interesting, it's the hurt, and we've got the scythe in the reading, which is a cutting implement here. Ouch. And it's cutting at your success, too, or your sense of success. Remember, with the Lenormand, the moon isn't so much about intuitive knowing. It's about success in either romance or, employment, or, in your projects or your goals or aspirations. So that being said, let's take a look at the other cards here.
Kara will have words with you over that, Sandra. But there should be room to share.
Yeah, everybody fights over Sonny, but he's mine. He's mine. Sonny just is my constant companion. I mean, I've got 3 cats, and I love them all dearly, but this one, he just, he's always got to be by me. All right. The Five of Cups is reversed here. So, Violet, this is talking about there is something from your past that has, because you're looking at those spilled cups, right? And there is something there that is still gnawing at you from your past. And it's something that affects you on a heart level, an emotional level. And if you think about it, there's nothing that could make you feel less confident of yourself sometimes than things that hurt you on a heart level. So somebody that really kind of made you feel sad, or some situation that made you feel really sad about yourself, it also left this mark where, you feel this lack of self-confidence and not realizing you aren't those spilled cups. You aren't that. You are this. You are the resilience of what was left standing. And you are that person that was left standing. So you have to come to the realization of that. And I think maybe that's it. That might be part of the problem here. In a nutshell, I really almost see it with this card, because it makes me feel like you have so much to offer, but you're allowing the spilled cups to define you in some way still. In other words, you always got to get told you're good enough, you're the best or whatever what you do. You need that feedback because you're always feeling you're that and that you're not this. And that you are standing on your own 2 feet and you don't need that validation.
It takes so long.
Sorry. That's one card.
Okay, this is Schrodinger's 5 of Cups. The cups are neither empty nor full. You don't know. They really aren't. This is what it sums up to me, is the idea that when you're talking about your lack of self-confidence, maybe it's not really what we're talking about. Maybe it's something totally different. I'm not saying that I know what that is.
He's throwing me under the bus.
Well, I'm just doing my own reading.
I'm sticking with mine.
I'm just doing my own reading.
Yeah, go on.
And I feel that as this 5 of Cups here, it sort of says that maybe that is not the problem necessarily, but it's how you're focusing on it as being the problem, because you're, what Banshee says, not good enough, or sometimes told you aren't good enough. So I think mostly this is just summing up the idea that there's an unreality there in a way, and the next card may be more important. The next card says it's just going to happen when it happens in its slow, measured approach. You're not going to be able to get it immediately. And that is, getting over the problems as you see them, whether it's lack of self-confidence or something else. That you just have to resolve to keep putting one foot in front of the other and not necessarily expecting big breakthroughs. The breakthroughs will just sort of be consistency.
Are you going into that ace now?
Nope, I stopped there.
Oh, because I consider the ace the breakthrough card. But, as I look at that Knight of Pentacles here, I can almost agree with him on that, even with where I was going.
I'm singing with Victoria.
Because, honestly, guys, don't go to him while I'm reading, because I will clobber him after the show.
I know where all the heavy, blunt objects are.
So, basically here, I think the Knight of Pentacles is saying, like what he said, in a way, it's not about, taking measured, paced approach to things might be good, but I think what this is really saying is that, time is more your ally than not. There's no need to get to the finish line on something yet, because you are growing through this entire experience, whether you realize it or not. Sure,
Yeah.
we would like to be, you would like to be over all of this and just let that be behind you and be able to just do what you do. And nothing is saying you can't do what you do. As a matter of fact, this card is saying you could do it right now. So in other words, when the time is right, you're going to do it. And when you feel it, you're going to do it. But you have to feel it. You have to feel you are this person, the full cups and not the empty ones. And you have to have that, build that in yourself. And I'm not going to say pace yourself. I'm going to say take a measured approach. Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
Well, maybe it's not about, because I get that, what you said. You're right. You are increasing at a pace. But maybe what it could also be saying is it's about time, which is something she mentioned. It's not about how you apply yourself to the task. It's about the amount of time. And there are situations where time just has to be what it is for something to happen. A year and a day. You can't get a degree in less than a year and a day, if you know what I'm talking about. It has to be the time. So I'm suggesting here that maybe there's just a plan that says you have to do this X amount of time before you get what you're looking for. I know, it doesn't make sense, right?
I didn't say that. So why don't you go back to singing? So the
Got a suggestion for me?
Ace of Swords. Oh. No, I don't.
Well, then I guess I can't.
The Ace of Swords reversed. How about that?
The Ace of Swords reversed? Well, I think it sort of goes with that scythe there, but I thought you wanted to talk about it first, so that's why I stopped.
Nice. So, at any rate, with the Ace of Swords reversed, I feel as though you're still a little ways off from getting clarity on this. That's what I think it's saying here. And unfortunately, you're going to have to really do a little bit more work on this. Your cards that you said you couldn't read, they looked awfully positive to me, didn't they? And so I feel here that maybe, again, it's because you're still feeling this and you're not feeling that. You're not feeling the 2 upright cups. And so I feel here you still don't have that breakthrough aha moment. And I think it will come in time, but I also think that for now, you really ought to cut your expectations of success at the moment. And that doesn't, I'm not saying, oh my gosh, abandon ship. No. I'm just saying, don't expect more than you can give right now. You need to work this out, and it's all good. And I think that as long as you keep pacing yourself and doing work along the way, you'll be fine. But don't raise the bar too high for yourself right now. Cut back a little bit on your expectations so that you can do this work.
Well, the sword reverse just indicates that it did try to start. It doesn't say that it failed totally to me, and it doesn't say that it's not going to go anywhere. It just says that maybe the start has happened, but it's still going to need extra support and extra situations, to determine where this energy will push it.
Oh, did I get that wrong? I said it was the Ace of Swords. It's the King of Swords.
Well, I said it was the Ace of Swords, too.
It's the King of Swords.
Because when you turned it over, you said it was the Ace. So
I did. I just saw this big darn sword and said it was the King or the Ace.
So now we have to do the whole reading over.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Because again, I feel here that, your mind is still foggy. Your mind is still unclear about this whole situation. And therefore, a breakthrough hasn't happened. So that aha moment with the Ace of Swords, I was saying, can still be extrapolated here. Because you are looking for something to just immediately break this logjam of what you're not seeing. But what I think you're not seeing is the fact that it may just be a mindset. You already have what you need. Those 2 cups remaining are what you need, and you've got it. You just keep looking, though, back, and you can't do that. You have to move forward. This is where the King of Swords comes in.
Well, the King of Swords reversed, it could just be saying, too, that you're not, at least right now, at this point in time, you're not putting this all together. You're not seeing exactly that you want to make a decision. It may be saying you're still willing to hold back in some regard and wait and see something, or maybe that's what the message of the cards is that you should give yourself more time. And I like to advise some people this, but I don't advise people that I find have problems with, waiting for things, impatience and whatnot. But sometimes we just have to make a
We're Aries.
Okay, I was going to say it was you Aries guys. Sometimes we have to make a contract with ourselves, and we have to say, I'll do this for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and I'll just hold back the decision part until I've amassed some feeling for it. Maybe you have to make a contract with yourself. I'll do this aspect this way, whatever, for X amount of time in order to really let it resonate with you. Sometimes you can't expect the exact same thing just from a one-off.
Good point. Well, I'm sorry I screwed up the King of Swords there. Honestly, I just saw the big sword and thought, oh, it's the Ace of Swords. And of course it says King right on there. And there is a person there. But it's so abstract and, how do I want to say this? It's kind of not collage-y, but the way the art just kind of blends.
We'll have to get used to this deck of cards. I mean, because it's not exactly like a pastel, but it has some aspects where there's lighter qualities, and you can kind of see less definition of the line work.
Well, and some things really stand out on it.
Sure.
Like, for example, with the knight, you can see the person there clearly in the body, or the thing that they are riding, the butterfly. And the thing here is, really, all I saw was the sword, this ginormous sword. Oh, well. Anyway, that's what we have for you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So again, for anybody who is left in the room besides Victoria, Kara, and Violet, we will
Sandra.
not be here this weekend, this Sunday. But Saturday, if you want just a single card, positive message from Spirit, we take no questions, come and see us at our happy hour show. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturdays. Come on and get happy. We love to give a happy message out to everybody to motivate them for their week ahead. So do join us for that. That is still on. I apologize for my selfishness and wanting a day off to watch my Detroit Lions beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on Sunday to move on closer to the Super Bowl.
Indeed.
So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate you all. We will see you hopefully here on Saturday. And if not, we'll definitely see you here back next Thursday. Same time, same place. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now. And you can't have Sunny. Take care, everybody.
Only when you visit, Sandra, because I know you're watching. You can have them during that show.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.